So with the Memphis Grizzlies being eliminated from the playoffs, I thought it would be fun to do kind of a special elimination rebuild for them. So in the past, with the LA Clippers and the Phoenix Suns, I have done a 0 ring to 18 ring rebuild. So that is what we are going to be doing today with the Memphis Grizzlies. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be trying to win 18 rings in this video. The Memphis Grizzlies, they were previously the Vancouver Grizzlies, have 0 NBA championships. We're not ending the video until that says 18. But I think we'll be fine because 2K tends to like the Grizzlies and we have a great core. We have a star player in Ja Morant. I think we're going to be okay. And we actually have a decent amount of draft picks. So we have the 7th pick via the Lakers. We have the 21st pick from the Jazz and the 28th pick from the Grizzlies. Now, I do believe that pick is top 10 protected. So even though this is going to be more of a fantasy style rebuild and not really realistic in the slightest, I will not be cheap and I will send this over to the Pelicans and I'll just take the swap best with the Lakers next year. So let's hope either the Pelicans or the Lakers are bad. More likely the Lakers will be worse. So we just have picks 21 and 28, but I definitely want to get a good player in this draft and we have a plethora of players that are under contract. Now, right now, I don't want to move. I'm obviously not moving Ja. I don't want to move Triple J. I don't want to move Desmond Bane or Dylan Brooks. But everybody else is kind of expendable in a certain way. And like I said, I wanted to get into the top 10. And we're going to do this trade with the Portland Trailblazers. Steven Adams, who's in the final year of his deal. Our later 2 first-round picks for Nasir Little and pick 8. And I'm not done there. Maybe I want to see if I can move pick 8, Nasir Little, and Santi Aldama for pick 4. The Thunder say yes. So now we have the 4th overall pick, which means I'm ending up with either Jaden Ivey, Chet Holmgren, Paolo Banchero, or Jabari Smith Jr. I would kind of like Chet Holmgren on this team. I don't think I would actually be able to get the number 1 pick. But if Chet doesn't go 1 to the Magic, then I swoop in and take him. But let's see. Is he going to go number 1 or is he going to go to the Magic? And he goes to the Magic, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to stay at 4. Banchero goes 2, and Kendall Brown goes 3. Okay, so I could pick either Jabari Smith or Jaden Ivey. I don't think 2K will be dumb enough to give me Chet Holmgren for the 4th overall pick, but I've seen it happen before. Unfortunately, no. I mean, I'll try it one more time. If we went to the Magic and I asked for Chet Holmgren, what would you want in return? I think I got to do it. Okay, yeah, we're going to trade pick 4. And this Memphis 2025 first, yeah, I guess I'll give that up because we'll probably be good. I'm thinking, like, do I want to just throw in DeAnthony Melton? I mean, that probably gets it done. But Melton's got some good trade value. So, you know what? We're going to get Chet Holmgren. Like I said, you know what? This is going to be how I want to build this team. I'm going to win 18 championships. I can't sit around and build up some players and go with what I need. Yeah, we're going to give up my 2025 first. It's fine because we're getting Chet Holmgren. I'm going to be the best player in this draft. And then Orlando takes Jabari Smith. So I basically moved my 2025 first to move up to number 1. So we're going to sign Chet Holmgren there. Team player options, John Conchar and Jared Culver will pick up, but I'm going to be moving them both immediately. Not like we're going to have cap space anyway. We'll offer Terry, former Stanford Cardinal, the qualifying offer. Do we have any big free agents? Actually, we do, right? Tyus Jones and Kyle Anderson. Guys that I wouldn't mind bringing back and maybe flipping. So we have our point guard, our shooting guard, our power forward, and our center. I don't know if Brooks will be the center to win us a championship, at least in the starting 5. I wouldn't mind him, Melton coming off the bench. Brandon Clark can come off the bench. So that means I might move Tillman, even though Tillman does have another year of team control because he was 2020 and Clark was 2019. But I'm going to load up on a little bit of draft capital here. This Wizards lottery protected pick and this Pistons lottery protected pick. Hopefully, at least one of those will be good in 2024. And the Spurs are interested in giving me a lottery protected first round pick next year as well. Just getting another lottery protected first in 2023 for Jared Culver, a former top 10 pick, right? Yeah, he went in the top 10. So I still need that small forward. And I think I'm going to oh wow, I can afford Anthony Simons. Oh man, I would love that. Can I afford Miles Bridges? Unfortunately, oh my god, I think I can. Holy crap, we actually have a decent amount of cap space. Okay, I think I would do that and let him start at the 3, and we'd probably let Kyle Anderson and Tyus Jones walk. So let's see. I'll give him $26 million a year. I think he would take that. But if we want to plan B, let's snag Jalen Brunson and we could trade him as well. So we get Miles Bridges. I would have to renounce the rights on both these guys, but we could see if they match it and they don't. So we get Miles Bridges on the team. We do let those guys walk. Yeah, unfortunately, I can only afford to give Tyus Jones $10 million. I mean, he's probably going to decline that. So I'm going to see if I can snag anybody on day 10. Tyus Jones, day 10. Would you take this deal? Probably. And Kyle Anderson did sign elsewhere, so we get Tyus Jones on that 2-year deal. Let's go. So yeah, I think this team could win a championship next year. If Miles Bridges isn't the answer at the 3, I'll probably move him at the deadline. So looking at our 22-23 lineup, can it win a championship? Possibly. Maybe. I think it could. We're very deep. We have have Ja, Bane, Brooks, Jackson Jr., Clark, no, Chet, and then Bridges there. We have Brooks, Clark, Tyus Jones, Melton, and Zaire off the bench. I probably don't need Tyus and Melton. Just when it comes to playoff time, like I'm fine with Zaire getting those 9-man minutes. So I don't like need a good player in return. Like I could take a Raptors first round pick and just take Ken Birch and just kind of throw him to the side. We can get this Clippers first round pick. Kyle Anderson got a 3-year deal from the Pacers. He just seems like an Indiana Pacer. So I might take this deal. Yeah, and I can move Ken Birch for like a pick in the offseason. So we are going to do that. We are going to go to that 9-man rotation. At least with Zaire getting about 16, Melton 20, Clark about 23, and we'll go probably 23 to Melton and then 20 to Brandon Clark. Glad to see he was back in the Grizzlies rotation. Brooks will get about 28, Holmgren probably 30, Jackson Jr. 31, 29 to Chet, 29 to Bridges. See, like I gotta give him 29. Ja for the regular season get 33, and then we'll go 30 to the wings. And then it'll obviously change for the playoffs. Under Taylor Jenkins balance, we're 4 stars. Let's hope we can get our first championship this year. So we finished the season as the 2 seed. We were kind of bouncing between the 3 seed and the 2 seed as Ben Simmons is now coming off the bench. Why don't you start him and Kevin Durant? Okay, Matisse Apple's getting depoyed with those numbers, though. Look at those offensive numbers. Xavier Tillman gets most improved. Of course he does. Do we get Ja on All-NBA and on an All-NBA team? And we do not. Really? No Ja Morant? That is kind of unfortunate. We actually had like no Memphis Grizzlies besides Chet Holmgren, who averaged 15, 9, over a steal and block a night in his rookie year. Pretty good. So in the playoffs, we are matched up with the LA Clippers, and they are good. Like, they still got Paul George and Kawhi, but I think we should be fine in beating them in game 1. I actually don't even know why I started that series, because first I got to show you the stats. Second, I'm going to probably change the rotation. So we had 6 guys above 13 points. So that's probably why Ja didn't maybe averages 27 points that he might do in the playoffs. Melton shot 33 from 3. Not great. Zaire, he was not the most efficient, but better than his rookie season, which, hey, is a step up. And for the playoffs, I think Zaire is probably going to play a little bit less minutes. He's probably going to get like 13. We'll probably go like 19 to Clark, or probably stay 20 at Clark, 18 to Melton. Probably go 30 there. 32, we'll go 37 to Ja. And then 31 apiece. We'll roll with that. System efficiency is 4-star balanced. Game 2, we pick up the dub. Game 3, we win, and it looks like we are going to get a round 1 victory, which is very nice. Just kind of looking to see who did well in round 1. Triple J, 20 points. Okay. We just know he's not the best rebounder in the world, so that's like why I'm hoping Chet develops into this guy that can average double-digit rebounds every year, or at least close to it. Now we have the San Antonio Spurs, who picked up Zach LaVine and Andre Drummond. I don't know why you're not starting Devin Vassell over Doug McDermott, but okay. And they have DeJounte Murray, who's really good, but we sweep them. And we have the Minnesota Timberwolves in the conference finals. This was a great round 1 matchup that we had in real life. They win game 1 by 5. We were at home, too. Ja was 1 rebound and 1 assist away from a triple-double. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God, we're down 3-0, and they sweep us. Are you serious? We go 8-0. And then, has that ever happened that you go from 2 sweeps to getting swept? That just doesn't make any sense. And the Atlanta Hawks win it all with Trae Young being your finals MVP. All right. I don't know if I'm going to make any trades right away or something like that, but I can't, because this is already now going to be a 19-year rebuild because we couldn't win in year 1. So if I win 18 rings in a row, and okay, these draft picks might help because we're getting that Lakers pick. We're not going to be getting that Wizards pick or that Detroit pick, but we'll have good trade value if I want to use it down the line. Would it make sense to get Victor Wembanyama as well? We have Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren. I'd make it work, but then we'd move Triple J. So we probably want like the Wizards or Pistons to fall in the draft, but so they're not as good next year. So the Wizards stay at 7, which is good. They took Kendall Brown last year. Maybe they won't make the playoffs next year, and that's what we want because we have their pick unprotected. Warriors are picking at 6. It's kind of surprising that they were just bad this year. Okay. We don't want to see the Lakers pick. Okay, so it doesn't go from 1 to 5. Can Detroit stay at 4, please, so they don't get lucky? Okay, well, that was pretty unlucky. We dropped from 1 to 4, and Detroit moves up to 3. We also have our pick at 27 and the Spurs pick at 28. So that Spurs pick, was that for, I forgot who that was from. That wasn't from Tyus Jones, no, because that was their Raptors pick. I forget who that Spurs pick was. Who was that? Was that might have been Culver. I think that might have been Jarrett Culver, so that's not the end of the world. We're going to keep Taylor Jenkins. All right, so pretty much there's like 2 studs at the top, and that is Scooter Henderson and Victor Wembanyama, 2 positions that are kind of filled with John and Holmgren, but I could make Wembanyama work. I'm kind of debating trading up I mean, theoretically, I am fully on board trading all my picks to move up to pick 2. I don't really need to add 5 players to this rotation. And if we were to contact whoever has pick 2, Houston Rockets, would they say yes to this? They would want my 2024 Pistons pick for John Wall. I don't really want to do that, nor do I want to give up any. I would give up Kem Birch is good value. Could we just maybe trade pick 4 and Birch to move up to 2? Or, yeah, we pick 4, right? Yeah, to move up to 2. And they say yes. So we're going to be moving 27, 28, and this is also what? 48 in a second for the Cavs top 3 protected first next year and their top 5 protected pick the year after that. So I have pick 2 now. It's pretty much going to be either Scooter Henderson or Victor Wembanyama. Oh, and I have my pick of the litter. Okay, so I'm pretty sure in my... I don't know. I think I'm going to go Wembanyama and have a Wembanyama homegrown front court. I think it's just going to be too OP. We also have the second to last pick in the draft, so who am I going to take? Let me take the worst ranked player to make his dreams come true. Why not? So yeah, Henderson's a 79, Wembanyama's an 82. I think I'm going to try to make it work. You know what? I'll sign him. Why not? We'll pay him a little bit of money. Bane and Williams are going to come back. Now, if I were going to move, who do I play at power forward is the question. Wembanyama's 7'3", Chet's 7'1". I guess I move Chet to power forward. Yeah, and I don't want to do it, but this might make Jaren Jackson Jr. kind of expendable. And I'd prefer like a good wing. Now, like if we need some more defense, we could add Ben Simmons, but I don't really want to add Ben Simmons, honestly. We could add Mikal Bridges. We could have both M. Bridges on the team with Mikal and Miles. I'd probably move Miles once I got Mikal, though. Yeah, I like Mikal Bridges. He's offers me just elite defense, and I think we can get his shooting numbers up if we just mess with his tendencies, and we get John Conchar back. So qualifying offers Clark and Ja. You guys can both take it. I will probably pay both of them. Could move Clark, though. And then, do we have any other free agents? Dylan Brooks. I would like to bring back Dylan Brooks, at least on a 4-year deal right now. Ja gets a deal from the Cavs. Do they not want to bring back Darius Garland? Well, now they will. So, let's just sign Ja and Brooks. And then, after moratorium, let's sign Brandon Clark to $16 million a year. That's kind of a lot. But yeah, Garland does go back to the Cavs. Okay, so one trade I'm going to try to work out with is the Orlando Magic, and I want Wendell Carter Jr. basically for Brandon Clark because he's just making so much less money. It's $13 million a year compared to $16 million in 1 year less. So with this trade, the Magic would acquire $1 million more than allowed. Okay, would you give me Chris Dunn? They don't want to do this. Okay, so what I might do is this original trade I had in mind, which is this. I guess we give up this Cavs pick in 2025. But we get Fultz and Carter Jr., but I'm not done there. We do move Miles Bridges, because now I'm going to move Markelle Fultz and Brandon Clark and seeing if I can get a good shooting guard in return. Just not a lot of good shooting guards even being offered. I don't really want Chris Middleton. I mean, Jaylen Brown would be perfect, and we could probably get to the amount of money, and I guess I do have the draft picks to get it done. So if I did Fultz and I did Brandon Clark, how far off are we? I would give you Pistons pick next year for Jaylen Brown. Let's do it. Damn it. I'll give you that Cavs pick as well. Boom. Okay, so we get Jaylen Brown. So now Desmond Bane and Dylan Brooks are coming off the bench. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's kind of crazy. Probably for the playoffs, Zaire might be the odd man out. We'll see. But yeah, we should win it all. I'm not playing around anymore. So play progression, here we are. Jaws at 95. Brown is an expiring deal, or he's a free agent next year. So worst things worse, I just sign him and trade him if I don't really think he fits with this team. But if he does, hey, give him a long-term deal. So I'm really excited about this front court. It's going to look like this. But no, we are going to start Mikal Bridges at the 3. Bane. Oh, no, yeah. I'm going to start Holmgren and Wembanyama. Bane, Carter Jr., Brooks, Melton. Like, that is an insane bench. I don't even think I'm going to play Zaire Williams. Melton's going to get like 15. Maybe I play Zaire 10 for the regular season. Then we go 25 to Brooks, 24 to Carter, 26 to Bane. We do something like that. I would like to go at least 28 to the front court. Bridges is only getting 20. See, like, it's tough. I don't think I'm going to play Zaire, unfortunately. So we're going to get 10 minutes back. I might go like 23, 24, 25. We'll go with 29 to these two. I would like to go 29 as well to Bridges. And we'll go 31 to Jaylen Brown. So for the regular season, we're 4.5 start balanced. Better be a 1 seed. All right, so we are the 1 seed this year, as we should be. Victor Wembanyama takes home Rookie of the Year. Let's go. It's just going to be him and Chet Holmgren in that front court. It's going to be kind of insane. We do get Ja Morant on All-NBA third team. That's what I'm talking about. And Victor Wembanyama on our rookie first team. So we are the 1 seed taking on the OKC Thunder in round 1. Just want to play Minnesota just to beat them. Here was the scoring allocation this year, kind of as expected, just with pretty much. I didn't really think that Jaylen Brown was going to probably eclipse 20 points per game just because of the roster construction at the moment. I also re-signed D'Anthony Melton to a 3-year deal, which ended up bringing his contract out till 2027. It goes up in price, but he'll be a good trade candidate. He's actually only 25 years old, still an 83 overall. And for the playoffs, I think I might keep the rotation fairly the same. Do I want to drop Wendell Carter down a little bit? Is he happy? He's probably not happy here. Yeah. So, all right, he's gonna want a lot of money on his next payday. He's an 87. I might go Dylan Brooks to like yeah, we'll do that. Desmond Bane and him can get 24 apiece. We'll go 30 to Wembanyama and Holmgren and Bridges, and then we'll go 32 to Jaylen Brown. But yeah, Bridges much better this year when he actually shoots the ball. So round 1 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have added Wendell Moore out of Duke. They brought over a couple centers in Nikola Vucevic and Mitchell Robinson, but we should beat them in either 4 or 5, and we do pick up the sweep. So now we have to take on Zion, and then apparently the Timberwolves are stacked because they somehow just beat us last year. But can we beat the Pelicans, who have Bradley Beal now? Oh, wow. They traded for Beal. Okay, and they have Jaden Ivey. Did not expect to see that. And it was a mid-season trade, too. Beal for McCollum. And just a second-round swap. Well, I think the Pelicans won that trade. And we win in 6. All right, that scared me a little bit. And we can look to get revenge on the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have Blake Wesley, who out of Notre Dame averaged 25 points. What? It's incredible. What? And they have Anthony Simons as well? All right, that's a good team. That's a good team. Please tell me we're going to beat them now. Win game 1, win game 2. Okay, we're up 3-0. 3-1. Just don't blow it. 3. We blew a 3-0 lead. What? Oh my goodness. And this is turning into a 20-year rebuild because I blew a 3-0 lead. Like, that never happens with this stacked team. What? That doesn't even make sense. Last year, we go 8-0 and then get swept by them. This year, we are up 3-0 with this stacked team, and we still can't advance. So I dropped from 3 to 4 with that Wizards pick. We also have pick 19 and 23 as well as 29. I don't know what to do. I might have to fire Taylor Jenkins. Like, I don't know what he's doing. No, I'm going to keep him, though. All right, we do need to kind of save money eventually, so I want to see if the Thunder would do 2 of my first-round picks. We'll actually do 3 of them. And then I would honestly even throw in these seconds as well. And D'Anthony Melton to get the 9th overall pick. Probably going to take a point guard there because we're going to start getting into that luxury tax. So we have picks 4 and 9. Mikey Williams goes 1. So I'm going to take my backup point guard here at 4 and Robert Dillingham. And then at 9, I'm going to grab a wing. I think it's going to be Kwame Evans. Yeah, let's snag him. All right, so Dillingham's a 75. Kwame's a 79. Not too bad. I think I'm also going to move Zaire Williams for just a future first down the line. I can't believe we're 2 years into this rebuild and I have 0 rings. This is going to be a long one. So we're going to move Zaire for these 2 first-round picks. Desmond Bane, we're going to give the qualifying offer to. We'll see how much he demands. I mean, eventually, like, we can't be giving everybody $30 million a year. Like, do I pick between Brown and Bane? Do I really need both of them back? I mean, we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, we have enough guys right now. I don't need both back, but I might sign both. I might, like, just pick up Jaylen Brown and then just trade him for a bunch of draft picks down the line. And then let me just sign Desmond Bane here. He actually takes a deal from the Lakers, and we are going to match that. So if I were to move Jaylen Brown, I don't even know. Like, I would probably call up the Thunder or maybe take these picks from the Lakers. Probably. Yeah, I'll just take those 2 good picks from the Lakers. So that Brown experiment really didn't work out. I mean, like, he's good and all, but, I mean, he's only 1 more year older than Desmond Bane. So I should probably, I mean, he's just going to be making more money. Could I do Bane for those 2 picks? No. I could do one of those picks in Carson Wallace. What about that pick in 2025 plus your 2028 first? And they say no, really? Okay. I'll just do that original trade with Carson Wallace. Then we just get a good first-round pick for Desmond Bane. It's basically what we need to do. So, yeah, I guess we technically get worse this offseason, but this team is still going to continue to get better. I just don't know how we didn't win it all last year. It makes no sense. Ja's a 96. Chet's an 88. Wembanyama's an 88. Like, this is going to be the nastiest big 3 in a few years. All right, so the rotational game plan, we'll have Ja Morant, definitely Bridges over Brooks, Holmgren over Carter. Yeah, so Carter, you can get about 26 minutes be the 6th man. Brooks can get 20. I'd like to go 30 to everybody here. At least we'll go 35 to Ja, 31 to Brown for the regular season. Brooks, Kwame, Dillingham can play, and yeah, we're good there with this 9-man rotation. So I'm relying a lot on 2 rookies, which is kind of risky, but I think this team has just had some really bad 2K simulation luck, and we'll be fine this year. All right, so we're the 1 seed again, which There's no surprise. Mikey Williams is already a stud in this league. Maybe I should have drafted him. We go 74-8. I'm not even getting excited until we win it all. Ja Morant averages 25.5 points. 44 from 3. Like, are you kidding me, Ja? That is kind of insane. Blake Wesley. I don't know Notre Dame of all people. Like, this guy is a stud. I gotta, I guess, pick him up. And I just saw Victor Wembanyama was also on All-NBA third team, which is sweet. No Chet Holmgren, but that is fun. We just literally have, like, the Twin Towers there. The next, Duncan and Robinson. So, for the regular season, Jaylen Brown at 18 points. Holmgren still getting it done, though. 17.5, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Like, yeah, still a stud. He's a 90 overall. Like, this team is really good. And I don't know how much I'm going to change the rotation for the playoffs. I think, like, do I want to play Dillingham or Kwame? They're both pretty good. I think I'm going to drop both of them to 15 just for the playoffs. Brooks is fine there, 22. Carter will just go to 25. Let's go 32, 32, 32 there to Brown, and then we'll go 37 to Ja. All right, are we still at 4.5 stars? Spurs, they're good. They're not that great. So we should beat them, no problem. Minnesota's the 2 seed over there. They do advance. We got the Warriors here now who've been up and down in this video. We should beat them. Okay, we win in 5, and now round 3 between the Timberwolves, man. If they beat me, I'm going to lose my mind. Game 1, we lose. What is going on? What is going on? Game 2, we win. Game 3, we win. All right, we're up 3-1. Oh, my God. Thank God. I thought we were about to blow a 3-0 lead and a 3-1 lead in back-to-back years. And in the finals, we have the Detroit Pistons, who have one of the best backcourts in the league. And they have Nikola Jokic. Why is every team stacked right now? We win Game 2. We lose Game 3, win Game 4, and we finally bring a championship to Memphis. Ja Morant is your finals MVP. So that is 1 down and 17 to go. So in this lottery, we have the 6th pick from the Lakers. That is from the Desmond Bane trade. Let's see where it ends up. And it drops to 7. We also have 17 from the Thunder, and that looks like it's it. I mean, eventually we probably should move off from like Dylan Brooks just because he's making a lot. I mean, Wendell Carter Jr., sadly, I should probably trade just because he's going to want $30 million. And I'm eventually going to have to give Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama $30 million down the line. I mean, Bridges will get a little bit cheaper next year, and Brooks will probably move next year, but we should move Carter Jr. now. A lot of these good center contracts are expiring, like Robert Williams, Wendell Carter Jr., obviously, who we mentioned, Miles Turner. I'm just trying to find a center on a multi-year deal like Cameron Johnson. Is not a center, just not the center we want. So I could wait till after team player options to kind of trade him. Claxton's making like $16 million a year. I don't really know about that. So maybe I'll move Carter Jr. later on. So in this auto-generated draft, we ended up with Damian Schultz, a backup center here, if we were going to move on from Carter Jr. at pick 7. And then we got Bob Patton at 17. So 2 not too bad picks there. Holmgren and Wembanyama, let's pick up their team options. Giannis, Tatum, and Mitchell, star-studded free agency class. I'll give Carson Wallace the qualifying offer. Probably should have traded him when I can to at least grab like a pick out of it. So we don't have any free agents, which is nice. I mean, since we have Schultz now, we could probably move Carter Jr. I saw like I can get Maxey. I mean, Nikola Jovic is cool, but he's a free agent next year, right? I mean, like I just want somebody that's like under contract for multiple years. Like Dem Bona's only under contract for 1 more year. This Bull Kier guy was just drafted 7th overall last year. I mean, we do have that Schultz guy. I'm going to say Dalton Schultz, like the Cowboys tight end. So maybe I'll just roll with that, and we'll see what Carter Jr. is asking for next year, and always I can probably sign and trade him. So we're going to roll with the team we have now. All right, so player progression, we got Ja at 96, Holmgren at 93, Wembanyama at 90, Brown at an 87. Like, that's somebody that could be expendable next year, Brown as well. But I think we should be able to go back-to-back with this team. Really just not even thinking twice about it. So just taking a look at the rotation really going into season number 4, where I should have at least 2 championships right now. I only have 1, which kind of sucks. I'm going to keep starting Bridges over Brooks, 2K. I don't know why you're so against that. Let's go 28 to Brooks. Let's go 30. Yeah, we'll do something like that. 31 to Brown, 35 to Ja. I would like to go 32 to these guys in the front court, 25 to Carter Jr., 20 to Brooks, 18. See, am I not going to play Patton or Schultz in year 1 of their kind of tenure? I guess not. Sadly, I guess not. All right. So, yeah, this will definitely change a little bit next year. We'll have a little bit of a roster turmoil, and I will see you guys, or roster turnover, I should say. I'll see you guys at the end of year 4. All right, there we go. In year 4, Ja Morant averages a double-double, a career high in assists, and takes home the MVP award in 2026. Really can't complain. A former Grizzly wins 6th Man of the Year in Markelle Fultz. And we go 77-5. We won 3 more games this year than last year. We went, what, 74-8 last year? Holy crap. And Greg Popovich is apparently our executive, and he changed his first name and last name. So Ja Morant, All-NBA first team. I mean, he was MVP. Got Luka, J.D. Davis, and Chet Holmgren, All-NBA second team. He really is a stud. Yeah, that's like the big 3. we get somebody on all-NBA first, second, and third team. So I think like if we're trying to save money, like Jaylen Brown is probably going to get traded. Wendell Carter Jr. was ready for an extension. He wanted $8 million a year. Mikal Bridges wanted like $21 million a year. And I did extend Ja Morant for a couple years down the line where he'll be making $40 million in the year 2030 when he's about 30 years old. Jaylen Brown. Yeah, I think Jaylen Brown's probably the contract that I'll be trading this offseason. He's 29. I mean, he's coming off a good year. Don't get me wrong. He's efficient, but we could just probably allocate that money elsewhere. And like I keep saying, I'm going to have to pay our front court very soon. Very soon. So for the playoffs, am I going to mess with this rotation a little bit? I don't think so. I'd like to give Dillingham and Kwame Evans some playing time. Dylan Brooks, possibly his last run as a Grizzly. Let's see. In round one, we do have the Phoenix Suns, who got Kanan Carlisle. We got Devin Booker, Mike Thompson, Keldon Johnson, and DeAndre Ayton. A couple Kentucky Wildcats there, and Keldon Johnson and Devin Booker, but we sweep them. Next up, we have the Pelicans, who are good. Jaden Ivey at the 3 is interesting, but they have DJ Wagner, Bradley Beal, who is regressing because he's 32. And they have Zion, they have that Bull guy that I was looking at. G. Montero's in 87. It's a good Pelicans team, don't get me wrong. But no match for us. And we were 1 game away from Timberwolves Grizzlies 4 for the first 4 years. But we got the Blazers, who are a solid team now. Oh my God, we're down 3-2. Are you kidding me? How? A team that goes 77-5, right? We went 77-5, should not be losing in the conference finals. Maybe in the finals in 7 games. Just don't blow this in the fourth quarter, please. And you blew it in the fourth quarter. Oh my God. So frustrating. So frustrating, please. Oh my goodness. I gotta hop in. And we don't have the ball. Are you serious? Really? The thing I'm looking at now is overtime. All right, let's see. Can I get a steal? Nope. I don't know why Dillingham is in at shooting guard. 2K has just been saying F you to me this whole video. Basically, like, we should... Oh, my God. I can't believe we're going to go from 77 wins to literally losing to this Blazers team, which isn't even that good. Like, at least those Timberwolves teams were kind of sick. As Wiggins is driving, I jumped way too early. I'm double teaming. I'm right here. How is that not an offensive 3-second? Poku for 3. That is no good. Thankfully, we get the rebound. Let's kick it up to Ja. No timeout coming from me. No... Let's kick it to Wembanyama. I hate Walker Kessler. Really? And Ja Morant fouls out. But he's still in. 2K, we good right now? Oh my God, check. Get a steal. Foul. Oh my goodness. So now we need Poku, who's not a great free throw shooter from what I remember, to miss this. Okay, he makes the first. If he makes the second, we're screwed. Please don't make the second. Because then... Okay, I'll see you guys next year. Oh my goodness. 4 years in, we have 1 championship. 1. What am I doing wrong? I don't get it at all. And JD Davis is your finals MVP. 4 years. 1 championship. It makes no sense. Do we have any random picks in this lottery? I don't think so. Yeah, we just have our pick at 29 now. I'm going to let Taylor Jenkins walk. I could care less about him anymore. Like, he's literally should have gotten me a couple more championships. I mean, Budenholzer will be sick. Probably won't be able to get him from the Clippers. They'll probably match that. David Fizdale has good ratings, but I don't really want him, and I don't even think I'll be able to get him. Jared Dudley, I mean, there's just not a lot of great head coaches out here. I mean, Steven Silas's ratings are pretty bad. Monty Williams, didn't even notice him. Let's offer him a deal. I'll offer Ty Lue a deal as well. Please tell me I get one of these guys. If not, I'm going to go after, like, the Michael Stauffer route. I don't know. Let's see. Can we get one of them? Okay, they're mulling, and everybody has said no to me. Everybody said no or blocked me. That's just terrible. Mike Woodson, triangle system. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Just Humor Mize can't even get. All right, I'm going to go hunting for a coach with good ratings that is not under contract by another team because everybody just blocks it, which is annoying. Screw it, Chris Paul. I know you don't have a lot of charisma, but you're my next head coach. I don't think that's going to change a damn thing, but hey, Chris Paul is our coach. That is kind of cool. All right, pretty big trade here. Jaylen Brown, Bob Patton, and 37 for Tyrese Haliburton and Obi Toppin. I just think Haliburton fits this team a little bit better. I'm also going to be moving Obi Toppin to the Suns for 2 future first-round picks. In the 2026 draft, we ended up with Daryl Reed, who's the 29th overall selection, picking up these 3 team options. And we will be paying Chet. Bridges is somehow a qualified or a restricted free agent. I don't really know why. But Carter Jr. I might let walk. I mean, like, we're going to pay Chet. Bridges, I want to see if his price goes down, or even if I could front load that, I probably would, but he's restricted, so I got to wait a little bit. But you know what? I front loaded Carter Jr.'s contract, and I'm going to be bringing him back on a pretty team-friendly deal, like, by the end of it. Chet gets a deal from the Warriors. It's unfortunate because I could have like front loaded his contract, but it's fine. Bridges, I'm going to front load that so it gets into the teens at the end of it and we'll save some money down the line. So we get that done. It comes out to just like roughly 20 mil a year, which isn't terrible. I'm also going to try to move Dillon Brooks to the Thunder for 2 first-round picks, and they say yes. So we're done with this offseason. I set the record for NBA wins, and it doesn't matter. So like I'm not even going to get my hopes up. We get Carson Wallace back on the QO. We have 490s. All right, so it's going to be Ja, Haliburton, Bridges, Holmgren, Wembanyama, Carter Jr., Kwame Evans Jr., Dillingham, and then instead of Carson Wallace, it's going to be Damian Schultz, and that is the team. Yeah, I'm fine with that rotation. We'll play our studs a lot of minutes. Under Chris Paul, 7 seconds for 4.5 stars. Maybe we set the wins record again. I don't know. All right, move over Ja Morant. We have a new MVP on this team, and Chet Holmgren, who's a 98 overall. At the age of 23, takes home that award. We go 73-9 under the first year with Chris Paul, and both Holmgren and Wembanyama get All-NBA first team. Like, once Ja's up, I mean, like, Ja's only, like, what, 4 years older than some of those guys? But, like, I guess once Ja's gone, like, they're going to be picking up the slack. Ja does get All-NBA third team this time around. Like, he's 27. Chet's 23, Wembanyama's 22. I'm tired of 2K's nonsense, so I'll let them decide the rotation unless it's like really bad. Like, yeah, I'm cool with that starting 5. Carter Jr., Kwame, Dillingham, and then instead of Wallace getting 6 minutes a night, it's going to be Damian Schultz. So, let's see. Round 1 against the Nuggets. I'm not even getting my hopes up. We sweep them, okay. Not even getting my hopes up against the Suns. Winning 5. Rockets going to be the team to beat me? No, we sweep them, okay. I know Chicago's got Mikey Williams. We should beat them now. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Okay, thank you. We sweep them. Okay, so we go 16-1. Where was this last year? Where was this in year 1 or year 2? I guess we needed, like, Chet and Wembanyama to break out. So that's 2 championships in the first 5 years. There goes Katie and Curry and Harden. All of them retire. A lot of staff retirements as well. Hall of Fame inductees. And we have the 2nd overall pick from the Clippers. So we win it all, and we have picks 2, 24, and 30. So, like, could I move Miles Bridges in 2 and 24 and get anything good and get Jaden Hardy? But he's making so much money. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm going to be taking on somebody that's making so much money. So let's take this 2nd overall pick, and I'll probably play them. I might move Daryl Reed, though. 24, 30. You know what? I might move Bridges, like, for a future first if I can. Like, I think the Lakers have cap space. So would the Lakers, like, would you give me your pick next year and in 2029 for Bridges and all my picks besides pick 2? Perfect. So let's see. Number 1 is Damon Carter. Okay. Number 2, who do the mock drafts have going number 2? That would be Mel Reeves, Harold Gill. It looks like it's Harold Gill, Magnus. It's really just a bunch of guys. It looks like Harold Gill would be the guy to take. I don't know if I really want a point guard. I mean, the rankings aren't great. Kelvin Fletcher, Mel Reeves maybe should be the guy. 75, 21. I mean, at least Fletcher's 18. Yeah, I'm going to take him. So Fletcher's a 76. Gill's a 78, but I think I'm fine with that because he's a lot younger. We're going to pick up the options on all these guys right here. And, like, we're not going to be able to afford everybody like Dillingham or Kwame Evans, like, when they become free agents. So, like, that's why I moved on from Bridges and I got a little bit cheaper. And we're going to pay Wembanyama a lot of money right here. Yeah, about 40 mil a year. And Dillon Brooks is a free agent as well, but I think, or did I move him last year? Or no, I moved him last year, but yeah, we're moving on now. Anyway. All right, so we got Chet at 97, Ja at 96, Wembanyama at 96. Things are looking good. Like, at least we're top heavy there. I'm fine with that. Like, I'm okay relying on those 3 studs when it comes to us for a playoff run because I know I can trust them. So this will be the rotation. Kwame Evans will be the starting 3, and Carson Wallace is not going to play. We're going to play Fletcher, who we just drafted, 14 minutes a night. System proficiency under Chris Paul is going to be 4.5 stars. All right, so you guys know about these 0 to 18 rebuilds. We usually kind of go non-face cam and kind of go through seasons 5 to 15 with pretty much a similar core. But then once we get to pretty much years 15, like Holmgren probably will be done in like 9 years. But he's still winning MVPs now, so I'm not complaining. Him and Wembanyama are just 2 studs in that front court for us. No Ja Morant on an All-NBA team, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. We also get Chet on all-defensive second team, and at one point, I think it was the contract extension deadline, that Tyrese Haliburton was averaging 11 assists, and oh my god, he finished with 11 assists. That is just incredible. This team is so good. I just kind of love it. Like Haliburton and Morant with the passing, Morant, Chet, and Wembanyama with the scoring, the front court with the rebounding. We are chilling. I also wanted to see if I moved Haliburton to a shooting guard. Oh, his overall actually goes down. So let's not do that. And then did maybe our system proficiency go up to 5 stars? It did. Shout out to Chris Paul, man. Shout out to CP3. So this will be the rotation for the playoffs. Yeah, Schultz instead of Carson Wallace, it's going to be Fletcher. How'd the number 2 overall pick play? It's pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So I guess it'll look something like this. I feel bad only giving 30 minutes to Haliburton, but I think, you know what, 2K, if that's going to give me a playoff victory or a finals victory, I'm okay with it. That was scary against Portland. Now we have Houston. I feel like, then Caro and Green. As I pause it, it gets scary. Okay, 3-1, we're chilling. We win in 5. Now we have Chicago for the second year in a row. That backcourt is good, but everything else is not, and we lose by 5 in overtime. Mikey Williams drops 46. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, we're actually going to lose this series. 2-1, 3-1 them. And we force a game 6 at least. Come on, why does this have to happen? We have a great first quarter. I'm fully prepared to blow this. And there it is. We blew it. We dropped 44 in the first, up by 10, and it doesn't matter because we just don't know how to maintain a lead. And we blow this as well. Are we actually going to blow this game? Okay, we have the ball too, thank God. Because I was just ready for 2K to give them the buzzer beater victory. So, oh my God, oh my goodness, I almost turned that over. And Lonzo would have had like a perfect layup. So I just got to knock down these free throws with Ja. First one is good. They have 0 timeouts. We just got to make sure no 3 is hit. And then they are going to, I guess, yeah, hopefully we can force a game 7. So just no 3s. Mikey Williams is like obviously their main guy, him or Lonzo. Watch the trailer. We all know about Chris Jenkins. Mikey Williams for 3. Oh my God, in and out. No, oh my God, I almost actually shot that ball. I didn't realize there was 8 seconds. We hit 1 free throw and we're good. All right, game 7 time. All right, game 7 of the 2028 NBA Finals. We're gonna be at home. Come on, let's hope that the Bulls blow a 3-1 lead. I mean, we're off to a great start. I'd rather be us than them right now until we blow it here. All right, up by 7, and we blow it. I was ready for that, of course. We're up by 4, up by 9. There we go, up by 8. Come on, give me some luck, 2K. Thank you. All right. Oh my goodness, we win by 1. What is this rebuild? What is this video, I should say? Like, this is ridiculous. We do end up getting our 3rd ring there. 15 more to go as Wembanyama gets Finals MVP. But why is this being so difficult? We have a stacked team. It makes no sense. Jimmy Butler headed to the Hall of Fame. And then Middleton, Butler, and Rudy Gobert get their jersey retired by those 3 teams that they're currently on in real life. And then we take a look here at the lottery. Oh my goodness, that number 1 pick from the Lakers. Was that from the Bridges trade? I just got to keep making trades with the Lakers for their picks. Unfortunately, it does drop to 4, though. We also have 14 via the Suns and our pick at 30. All right, we do need a new shot doctor. Steve Nash, you want to join Chris Paul? That'd be kind of cool, but now he's going to say no to that. So let me just look at some other options. Chris Finch, What about Matt Olson? I don't know. A triangle guy is my shot doctor. Probably the worst idea ever. I don't know why I did that. All right, so Haliburton will be a free agent next year. I mean, Fletcher really gave me no promise after his rookie season, which kind of sucks. So I'm basically going to move him for pick 3 in this draft because at least I get that rookie under an extra year of team control. And then full circle, welcome back Zaire Williams, who... I mean, Lakers, you want to give me your first round pick down the line for him? I'm cool with like that pick or just getting multiple first round picks from like the Knicks or the Kings. Let's do the Kings. Yeah, let's grab some Kings picks. They could be bad. So we have picks, 3 and 4 in this draft. Number 1, the Sixers take Allen Harris, maybe the next Allen Iverson. Stan Valentine goes. Now, according to the mock drafts, who would be going at 3 and 4? Adrian Wyden? I mean, Matt Atkins just went. No, Matt Atkins is still there. Matt Atkins looks like he could be the best player in this class. Let's definitely take him at 3. And then at 4, I mean, Brent Slaughter, number 1 across the board. I feel like that was a no-brainer. Yeah, Atkins is an 80 and Slaughter's a 78, and they're both kind of younger than the guys that went prior to them. So, you know what? That was actually a great draft by us. We'll probably let Schultz walk now that we have Atkins. That was kind of a bust on our part. Holy crap, so many players declined those deals if you saw that. So we'll extend the qualifying offer to Kwame Evans and Robert Dillingham, but if they get big deals, I probably won't match it. Yeah, like Carson Wallace and Schultz are going to be gone. I don't really need to keep paying them any more money. I'm paying Wallace like a ridiculous amount of money to not even play him at all. And I wouldn't mind just getting Dillingham and Kwame Evans back on the QOs. All right, so yeah, we should be getting them back on the QOs, and there we go. So player progression, looking at our team next year, Morant regresses. I would say we would need, like, him and Haliburton are the same age. So we'll eventually need to find that point guard of the future down the line. But I still think, like, yeah, we'll be fine on winning a championship next year. I mean, they're only 28. I feel like once they get to, like, 32, that's when I got to start, like, figuring it out. But, yeah, this will be the rotation. Carter Jr., Does he have to play 30 minutes a night? I mean, I guess. Slaughter, Dillingham, Atkins are all playing as well. All right, we can roll with that. System proficiency is 5 stars, 7 seconds or less. Let's ride. So at the end of the 2029 season, Victor Wembanyama joins the MVP club with Chet Holmgren and Ja Morant in winning ones in this video. Giannis is still winning depoys as he's joined the Boston Celtics, which is kind of funny. Chris Paul gets Coach of the Year as we go 75-7. Like, this is the best front court you could ever imagine in 2K with Chet and Wembanyama. And then do we get Ja on third team? Yes, we do. And he posts 25 points, which is almost a career high technically from his 2025 season, just 0.3 off. So we have Golden State in round one. Look at Embiid and James Wiseman in the exact same position. I was like, wait, for a second, did they have the same exact player there? Here were the player stats throughout the year. Chet, how did he not get MVP with 27, 12, and 3? What? 71% true shooting. What was Wembanyama's true shooting? 68%. So just kind of incredible stuff there. How many assists did Haliburton have? He had 10 assists. Okay. Yeah, we do have a bunch of free agents this offseason, but we'll get to that when we do. We just want to win it all this year. Going to be playing these guys a ton of minutes. Carter Jr. at the 4 and Chet at the 3. Fine. Let's get weird. I'm okay with that. We'll have this 9-man rotation. How was Slaughter? He was good. He'll have a much more expanded rotation or a role next year. And Matt Atkins, I think so as well, if we ever move on from Wendell Carter Jr. So round one against the Golden State Warriors, we pick up the series victory in 6 games, which is a little bit concerning because that is just round one. It's going to get only harder from here on out. So let's see what happens here against the Spurs. We sweep them. All right, maybe it's not going to get harder from here on out. Now we have the Kings. Me thinking that their picks are going to be good, and here they are on the conference finals. But we sweep them. And Chicago, they've been in this conversation for like every year now. I guess because of Mikey, but oh my God, that big 3. So you know how we have that 6 big 3 of Ja Morant, Victor Wembanyama, and Chet Holmgren? They have like the exact same thing in Scooter Henderson, Cade Cunningham, and Jokic. I guess we have a 96, 98, 98. Theirs are all 96s, but come on. That's not great. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Okay, we're up 3-0, and we sweep them. Maybe that wasn't that hard, as Wembanyama averages 30 and 12, as well as 5 assists in the finals, and was an elite shooter. So that is championship number 4. AD retiring, Bradley Beal, a couple guys from the 2012 draft class. Bradley Beal does not go to the Hall of Fame. Kawhi Leonard is going, though, as well as AD. Gets his jersey retired by the Pelicans. That is definitely not happening in real life. And the Lakers pick. The Lakers are just bad every year. So we have the Lakers and Thunder pick, and that pick drops from 1 to 5. That Thunder pick is there at 8, and we have our pick at 30. I think I'm going to keep the 5th overall pick, but that 8th overall pick I'll probably move. Yeah, I'll try to move maybe these picks for some future ones. I mean, the Thunder, give me your 2033 and your 2031 first. Would they do that? They would. Okay, so let's see who I take at pick 4. And I think the pick is going to be Sebastian Cousins. Let's see who the mock drafts have us taking. I mean, Sebastian Cousins was kind of like projected the number 1 pick out of China, too. Let's take him. All right, and Cousins is a 77 overall at the age of 20. I mean, we are looking for that next point guard down the line. I don't know if it's going to be somebody like that. So Chet's a free agent. A lot of players declining that. I think Ja's a free agent, or no, Haliburton. Wembanyama might be one as well. So Haliburton is, and Dillingham, okay, that's fine. So Holmgren, does he have any real deals? He does. 4 years, 185. Like, if I front load this, no way. Say I give you 40 mil a year, front load it. Does that make it higher than that Lakers deal? It does not. All right, yeah, because it's actually going to be less money and an extra year. So that makes total sense. Lakers are really trying to piss me off here, which kind of sucks because I would have liked to front load it, but I guess we'll just give him 5 years, 40 mil a year. Comes out to about $200 million. Probably more than that. What? He likes the Lakers deal more still? I got to really overpay for Holmgren. Oh boy. Okay, what about if I gave Holmgren a 3-year deal and I give him as much money as he wants, 43 mil a year, maybe a 4-year deal with a player option? I don't even know what I'm doing there, but I just got to get Holmgren back. There we go. So how much does this come out to? 140 mil a year for 3 years. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Haliburton, does he have any real deals? He does not. So I'm going to see. All right, I've offered all my deals. So we get Holmgren. There we go. That was the main one. And then Haliburton, let's see. If I offered him a front-loaded deal at like 38 mil a year for 4 years, could we snag him on that? 90 interest, but he signs. Okay, there we go. So we get both those guys back. So Carter Jr. is 30. I might look to move him at the moment if I can get maybe a small forward, or maybe I'll keep him until he's in the final year of his deal. So yeah, I'm just going to see if I get those two back on the QO. If not, it's fine. All right, so we have 298. Shaw's at a 95. He does have 1 year left on his deal, so we'll have to figure that out next year. All right, so in the 2030, what season is this now? This is 2030. This is going to be the rotation. Morant, Haliburton. They want to go Holmgren, Carter Jr. All right, we'll see that. So we got Brent Slaughter there at the 6-man spot. Matt Atkins, I'd like to play them. Sebastian Cousins, definitely. Josh Okogie, no. So yeah, we didn't get back Dillingham or Kwame Evans on the QOs, which is fine. It was kind of an end of an era for those guys. But I do realize that we're kind of out of a roster spot. Josh Okogie's a 73. Ooh, I might have to make a trade here. All right, so I'm going to trade Frank Jackson, my first this year, Okogie, and Thibault for Moses Brown and Kessler Edwards. Kessler Edwards will probably be the 9th man. Because if I went to the free agent section, now there's probably some good free agents here, like Kyrie Irving is here for $9 million a year. I mean, I could sign somebody for about $7 million, so maybe I can go that route. Jaylen Brown for... Would he sign that? Oh, he's insulted. All right, Devin Vassell, $6.95 million. Come on. All right, so I could definitely snag one of these guys. What about Keon Johnson? $6.95. Okay, he declines that. I mean, Jay Sean Tate, but he's 33. Claxton, Quinterly. Anybody else down here? We can get Mona Ellis, who's 45 years old, and he's still in 2K system. I'll go Claxton. Yeah, well, he'll be the 9th man. That's fine with me. 1 year deal. So I kind of just gave up my first round pick for nothing, which is fine. Claxton, you're going to get about 10 minutes a night. We'll go 16 to Cousins. That is fine. And we'll roll with everything else. So system proficiency, still 5 stars. Let's go and win another championship as Jaylen Brown goes to the Pacers, Vassell to the Raptors, and that's it. All right, so this is perfect. I can actually do this at the midseason mark. So, like, sometimes this is all grayed out, and it's, like, locked, and I can't kind of change it, but now I can. So, I'm going to try to go 3 years, $40 million, but front-loaded to Wembanyama. He takes that. Perfect. Going to do the same thing with John Morant. Going to front-load that for probably just 3 years. I don't think he's going to be on the roster much longer. Carter Jr., all right, I'll give Carter Jr. a 3-year deal, front load it as well, because eventually it becomes kind of worth it towards the end of the contract. And there's Wembanyama with the MVP award. We are the 1 seed once again. Chet Holmgren takes home Depoy. Okay, maybe he's going to win it every year now, since maybe Giannis is done. And we go 78-4. Are we low-key going to complete the 82-0 challenge today? Like, we could be on our way. They both get first team. No Ja on third team, but we do get both of them on all defensive first team. This is like the best duo ever. You really can't top it. I honestly don't know how I'm going to survive like once they're done, because there's going to be a time period in an era where I got to win a couple more championships and they're going to be done. Like they're 26-25 and I'm only at what, 4 rings? Am I at 4? I'm at 4. So like say we won every year for the next 7 years and they're like 33. I still would have to win 7 more without them, which would be very tough. And man, we really need to start getting this going. They're 99 apiece. Let's go. Claxton, I don't really want to... screw it. He can play over Cousins for the playoffs. Cousins looks pretty good, though, which is nice. So, can we please win the 2030 playoffs without any stress? We sweep the Jazz, beat the Spurs in 5, and we win it all. Let's go. We beat the New York Knicks here. Chet Holmgren averaged 37-9 in those 5 games. Absurd. Absolutely absurd stuff from him, and that is ring number 5. Kyrie Irving's going to the Hall of Fame and gets his jersey retired by the Nets. We have the 7th pick from the Thunder, as well as the 29th pick from the Kings. Chris Paul is a free agent, but he has done better for us than Taylor Jenkins has, so unless he retired, I would like to bring back Chris Paul. Why is he so far down? All right, bad news. Did he retire? Why would he retire? God, I swear to God, did Chris Paul retire? I don't see him there, but I also can't find him when I'm trying to sign him. This is annoying. Unless I completely missed him, which I might have, and I'm hoping I did. There we go, thank you. So we're going to sign Chris Paul to come back as our head coach. I could trade Wendell Carter Jr. for the 1st overall pick in this draft. I'm kind of tempted. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? So is there like a sick 80 overall player in this draft? It looks like Andrea DiStefano is clearly the best player, and I'm glad that he's a small forward. That is kind of a position to need, and he is not the number 1 in all the mocks. It's Darren Moss, who's a 23-year-old point guard. Huh? No. I'm taking DiStefano. I'm sure Moss is going to go 2. No, he doesn't even go 2. He goes 3. Oh, and the Cavs have Luka Doncic now. That's kind of crazy. And we're going to take Stanley Romero there at our 7th overall pick. So, yeah, DiStefano, 78 overall. I'm glad we went with him. It's kind of a new era there. We got Stanley Romero, Eddie Patterson, and we'll sign Jimmy Martin just to fill out a roster spot. Slaughter and Atkins are going to come back on the team options. It looks like Luka Doncic will be a free agent, but we have to work on signing some other guys when that time comes. Yeah, he wants $55 million. We are not going to be in the ballpark for that. I'm just looking around, like Nick Smith's only 25 years old. That's interesting. 5 years younger. I mean, we'll think about it, but Ja's still like 30. He's fine. Haliburton, I would probably think about trading as well. But I think we have at least one more year in us before we should probably capitalize on their value. And here's player progression as we got the 299 overalls, 95 in Ja, 91 in Haliburton. There is an 87 in Slaughter. All right, so the year 2031, they want to start Slaughter instead of Haliburton. No, but Slaughter 6'7". Let's definitely start him over Stefano. Probably go Stefano there. Haliburton get like 32 minutes, cool. And then we'll have the Stefano, Atkins, Cousins, and Moses Brown. I'm cool with that. Actually, instead of Brown, we'll play... I guess I do kind of need a backup big. No, Atkins is the backup big. So instead of Brown, we'll play Romano or Romero. I got to stop calling him Romano since we just drafted him in the top 10. 5-star system proficiency once again. And Wembanyama takes an MVP. Feel like it's just going back and forth. Holmgren takes home Depoy. We go 78-4. Bronny is balling out for the New York Knicks. And for season, probably like 10 at this point. Here was kind of the scoring. And yet Brent Slaughter, that 4th overall pick in 2028, he's looking really good. He's got one more year before he's due to get paid. Stefano in his rookie year is honestly not too bad. Haliburton, I think for what he is for us, like he's great. He's super efficient and he's like arguably our best playmaker or at least facilitator. I think it's time we probably trade him in the offseason, I think. They want to have Slaughter start over Haliburton. You know what? We'll kind of inch toward that because I think I'm going to move Haliburton in the offseason. 5 stars, 7 seconds or less. Can we beat the Spurs in round 1? We do. Can we beat the Suns? We can. And 6, please win it all. Let's go. The Memphis Grizzlies win the 2031 NBA Finals when Wembanyama gets Finals MVP this time around. So I believe, is that number 6 or is that 5? That is number 6. We are a third of the way to the goal that we need to get. If we take a look, it went Chet. Wembanyama's 3rd. Chet's got 2. Ja is probably going to just end with 1 Finals MVP in his career. I feel like we've been getting the 7th overall pick every year from the OKC Thunder. It's kind of annoying at this point. So if I were to move 7, 30 in Haliburton, I can get Darius Garland, but he's... No. Okay, so what about if we just moved Haliburton? Should I wait till after team player options? I mean, Lonzo's 33. Hero's 31. Josh Giddey's 28. G. Montero also 28, but he's got 1 year left on his deal. All right, I'm going to wait till after team player options. So we got Alonzo Pearson, a center here at pick 7. I think he was by far the best player available. Perry Burns at 30 and JT Jordan with Mr. Irrelevant. We're going to pick up the team option on everybody there. Now it is time to move Mr. Haliburton, the former Iowa State Cyclone. And I'm really just looking for any guard that is younger than 26. I mean, Derrick Whitehead's a good pickup. That's a good pickup too. If we're looking just to play him at the 3 and then we have Ja for another year and then eventually move Ja for his replacement. So we could do that. I do have a lot of offers though, so I could just kind of keep looking. DJ Wagner's 26. Probably not a bad pickup either. He's an 89 overall. All right. Let's go DJ Wagner here. Let's pick up DJ Wagner for Haliburton, and a 1st is also involved and we get in return. We really have nobody to really bring back here. I probably should have offered the Q to Moses Brown, but really not the end of the world. Do we have anybody that's a free agent? We do not. So do we have just a 9-man rotation at least? Yeah, we definitely do. All right, so play progression. We got 2 99s, Ja to 96, Slaughter to 90, Wagner to 89. All right. And if we take a look at the rotation, it's going to go Morant, Slaughter, Stefano, Holmgren, Wembanyama, Wagner, Atkins, Cousins, Pearson. I'm cool with that. That is good with me. And let's see if we can win our 7th title. Added to the list, Victor Wembanyama with another MVP award, and we are another 1 seed as we go 76-6. It's going to be sad breaking up this team when I move Ja Morant this offseason, but you know what? We got to look out for the future. Things have to be done. So we take a look at the player stats for this year, led by the front court. And yeah, like with the emergence of Brent Slaughter, who's been great, we're going to pay him. He's 23 years old. Ja, even though he's still elite, I think we're going to move him. We're going to have DJ Wagner start as the point guard going forward. And I don't really know what I'm going to get in return for Ja. I don't know if it's going to be a small forward or it's just going to be a plethora of picks. I mean, maybe we let Ja retire here. I mean, we technically don't need to move Ja. I don't know. We'll get there when we do. So, for the playoffs, let's see what 2K comes up with. It is going to be pretty much the same lineup that it's been. Yep, that is all good with me. And then let's see who is going to win the 2032 NBA Finals, hopefully. Oh my God, what is going on? Oh my God, we beat the Lakers in 7. What? Why is that going to 7 games? That is unreal. That should not be a thing. All right, please don't lose to the Suns. Okay, we win in 5, beat the Blazers, and we beat the Bulls. So, 2K still on 1 right now. We go to 7 games in round 1, and then win in 5, sweep, and then win in 5 Wembanyama takes home Finals MVP. Bunch of notable names retiring here in the year 2032. There's a bunch of coaches retiring as well. The top 2 centers in real life are heading to the Hall of Fame. Both of them get their jersey retires, but Jokic by the Pistons, not by the Nuggets. Go figure. All right, so I can move Ja Morant right now, and okay, maybe I can't move him right now. We had 2 rookies in this draft. Nate Lowe, who is a baseball player, actually, I want to say for the Rangers, because I think it's Josh Lowe who's on the Rays. And then we got Stankovic there with the 30th overall pick. Chet Holmgren opts out, which is kind of annoying, but it's, you know what, it's fine. I got to make sure I have enough money to re-sign him, so I don't know. Are we going to move Ja? I mean, I could move him for Nick Smith, who's still only 27 years old. Al Purdue. Holy crap, the center looks insane, but I don't need any centers. You know what? I think I'm going to keep Ja. Maybe he'll be a little bit cheaper next year. So we want to bring back Matt Atkins and Brent Slaughter. And then we also have to pay a ton of money to, like, arguably our best player in Chet Holmgren. So Chet has 3 deals. Are any of them real? 4 years, 225? Good Lord. All right, I guess I'll give him that. I'm sure he'll be his number 1. That is just so much money. So Brent Slaughter gets a deal from the Warriors. 3 years, 112. That's also a crap ton of money. Matt Atkins wants 33 mil. Can I even afford that? Yeah, I can't even afford that. All right, we need him back on the qualifying offer. All right, so we're about to get Matt Atkins back on the qualifying offer, which is actually huge. And we have 299s going to player progression. Maybe we let Ja walk next year. I don't know. Maybe it'll be better than kind of trading him. I feel like that's still disrespectful to our kind of most legendary player. All right, so taking a look at the year 2033, it's going to be Morant, Slaughter, DiStefano, who is, yeah, the number 1 overall pick in 2030. Holmgren, Wembanyama, then we have DJ Wagner, Matt Atkins, Sebastian Cousins, who's an 83 overall already, and Alonzo Pearson. So I love this team. System proficiency under CP3 is 5 stars. Let's win another ring. Another MVP and another 1 seed for us. DJ Wagner gets 6 Man of the Year. We get Depoy MVP, 6 Man of the Year, and Coach of the Year. That was a little bit of a winning every award challenge. So yeah, just Chet and Wembanyama, they're studs. So Wembanyama's 28, Chet is 29. Ugh. So we have about like 5 more years of eliteness out of them, and then it's going to get kind of rocky. So also, I might have done something. I think I know I re-signed Ja Morant to a front-loaded deal. Still will be traded, but I wanted to make him a Grizzly. I also re-signed DJ Wagner to a front-loaded deal. So yeah, these guys are locked up. Matt Atkins is probably gone in the offseason, which kind of sucks, but then I guess we'll just go with Alonzo Pearson going forward. And then just taking a look at the stats from this season, we could see that Chet and Wembanyama led the way. And then 17 points a night for Morant, Slaughter, and DJ Wagner. So we take a look here at the rotation, and it's going to be Ja, Slaughter, DiStefano, Holmgren, Wembanyama, with Wagner getting 30, Atkins 22, 17 to Cousins, and 12 to Alonzo Pearson. So in round 1, we have the LA Lakers, who pushed us to 7 last year, with 94 overall Jaden Hardy, 94 overall Dariq Whitehead, and 98 overall Evan Mobley. He's 31. That's a good Lakers team. That could definitely beat us, and I'm sick of playing them in round 1. Okay, thankfully, we sweep them. And we have Portland, who have spoiled a little bit of my success. And yeah, they got 96 overall J.D. Davison. And oh yeah, they got Zion Williamson now, who 2K loves and adores. And we're going to a Game 7. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. Okay, great start, though. All right, this is what I'm talking about, and we blow it in that first quarter. But I'd rather be us than them, and then I'd rather be them than us. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, this is very frustrating. We're down by 4 with 4 minutes left. Oh my God, we're down by 4. Could I maybe come back? This is literally going to be impossible. I probably should have just let them figure this out, but like Chet is going to give me a screen. Ja to the rim. Okay, just take flight. There we go. I'll take that. All right, Zion inside. No, why'd I jump? Why'd I jump? Okay, I think I got to contest. How does Zion get that? Okay, that is just very annoying. DiStefano guarding Caleb Houston. I think that's Cody Kelly. Kicks it over to, I don't even know this Johnson guy. Holy crap, let's go. He misses that 3. Let's kick it up to Ja Morant. We have a minute and 20. We need to score quickly. Ja is too quick. Ja is too quick. Love that. Wembanyama's got 33, 8, and 6. They're just trying to get it to Zion in the paint. I'm right there. Let's go. Why would you make that pass again? Kick it up to Wembanyama. Kick that back to Ja Morant, and I turn it over. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? No. No. Chet. Oh, how did he not block that? Sebastian Cousins looks so tiny out there. He's got 0 points. Why is he in? Why isn't Slaughter in? Okay, give me a screen chat. I'm gonna just keep going. Okay. Ja Morant is literally in the dunk contest right now. Give me that steal. Let's go. Brent Slaughter with the steal. And he's going to go and dunk it, and we take a lead. Let's freaking go. Slaughter's got 24 as well in this winner go home game 7. Okay. So they're just trying to do the same thing and get it to Zion inside. That's a terrible shot. Oh my God. How is that not offensive interference? I don't know. I kind of want to kick it to Victor Wembanyama because he's just insane. They double team. Brent Slaughter for 3. Come on, that'd be huge. No, no, in and out. Okay, so we are going to get the final shot, which is nice, but this is kind of a shame. So they're definitely going to want to kick it to Zion. Yep, there it is. We're fine. We're fine. I'm going to drop down with Chet possibly. Okay, well, there's Zion. Great. All right, time to hit the game winner. They might send the double team, but the pick and roll has just been working with these two, so I'm going to just run it again here with Wembanyama. I should have just went in there with Ja. Just go up, Victor. You're so much taller than him. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. With 0.2 left. I almost blew that, but let's go. It looks like we will be heading off to the conference finals, right? I believe this is just round 2, so they would need to, I think, either get an alley-oop. Like, I don't even think a catch and shoot will work. I'm just going to drop back with Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, no way they get that off. And we're going to the next round. All right, so that just got us to the conference finals, taking on the Phoenix Suns, who have Scooter Henderson. Him and Victor Wembanyama, the two best from that class. We sweep them. Now we got the Pacers in the finals, who have Devin Booker, Nikola Jovic. Oh, we should beat them. Devin Booker is 36 years old. We should have no problem beating them, and we sweep them. So the hardest series, once again, was in the early going, as we ended up taking, where the Blazers took us to 7. But hey, we get our 8th championship. Just 10 more to go, as these are some notable names retiring. Is maybe Domantas Sabonis heads to the Hall of Fame, or Siakam. Nope, neither of them do. We have the 13th overall pick in this draft via OKC. So we had 3 draft picks. We got Larry Shepard, another center, because we might, we're going to probably lose Atkins. So we're going to do that. Stanley Romero, who was the 7th overall pick in 2030, just really didn't work out too much for us. And Eddie Patterson was the 29th pick. Perry Burns, I mean, he hasn't really played, but I'll pick him up because we will possibly need some guys there. Sebastian Cousins, I'd like to bring back, and I think I'd probably get him back on the qualifying offer, which is good with me. Do we have any free agents of our own? We do. Atkins wants too much money. Yeah, we can't afford that. So pretty much everyone's going to walk. I'm going to renounce the rights on these two, and we'll see if we can bring back Cousins on the qualifying offer. All right, so we do get Cousins back for $8 million. This team is still stacked. Oh, I probably should move Ja. I probably should. Maybe next offseason. All right, so we are on the quest for championship number 9. This is the roster going into it. We should see some success once again. Victor Wembanyama is just so good. He's definitely on pace to a Hall of Fame career. He put up his highest point total in almost like 5 years. 5 years. DJ Wagner, 6th man of the year. Kind of screwed him over, not making him the starter. We go 78-4. Yeah, I'm going to miss home to Wembanyama. That was just like literally a cheat code from the start. So we went 78-4. Like, am I going to hit 82-0 in this video? I don't think so. Brent Slaughter, stud, 93 overall. I think this may be the last year of Ja. I know I keep saying that. I know. But I might move him in this offseason because we will need to kind of shed some cash. Kind of disrespecting DiStefano there because he's been elite as a shooter, 60% true shooting his whole career. But let's see what happens here in the NBA playoffs in 2034. Can we get our 9th NBA championship as we sweep the Pelicans? Come on, let's beat the Lakers. Win in 5. Can we beat the Kings? We win in 5. And we beat the Hawks in 5. So we sweep round 1, and then we had 3 straight gentlemen sweeps. Victor Wembanyama with another Finals MVP award. That's a pretty nice resume because that is his 6th time accomplishing that feat. There goes Giannis, Booker, Ben Simmons. Okay, we could have a couple Hall of Famers this year. Yeah, Giannis and Booker, no Ben Simmons. Sometimes I do see Simmons make it. Donovan Mitchell retires. He does not make the Hall of Fame either. Giannis gets his jersey retired by the Bucks. That is pretty funny. Or excuse me, by the Celtics. That's what's funny. All right, so Alexi Henry, we are going to sign Cedric Cartwright as well in the draft. So I'm going to pretty much bring back everybody here. We got Kurt Cartwright as well, just the Cartwright duo. Qualifying offers, DiStefano. Let's extend it. All right, bad news. Nobody wants Ja Morant. Okay, I'm really hoping I can bring back DiStefano. He's a former #1 overall pick. Yeah. Sebastian Cousins wants 25 mil. I don't even think I can afford that to him. Can I? Yep, I can't. So he's probably gone. Need DiStefano to come back on the qualifying offer. And then maybe, like, does anybody want Ja Morant? I don't know because I put him up in the trade finder. Nobody wants him. So maybe I was just like a year too late on when I should have traded him. All right, so some bad news. We were not able to bring back DiStefano. Yep, we just had no money to match the deal. I'm upset. Just because, like, I know I'd rather have Ja right now, but in the future, DiStefano was like 24 years old. Like, I don't really need Ja if I have DJ Wagner, and I kind of just gave up a good small forward, and I don't even know who's going to start for me at small forward this year. Like, it's going to be Perry Burns, who's never played. Yeah, I might need to make a trade. And I lost Sebastian Cousins as well. All right, so I'm going to make this trade Ja Morant for David Duke and for Harold Gill and Kyle Mack. Kyle Mack was just the 4th overall pick. He's going to be a big part of our team. And I think I'm going to move Harold Gill for a small forward, but just like the best one I can get. I don't really care about the age. All right, so yeah, I'm going to take this trade with the Jazzer. Yeah, okay, so Cole Fletcher for Alonzo Pearson, basically. I mean, Pearson would be a free agent this year, so this saves me a little bit of money. And yeah, Harold go for Clyde Kelly. I mean, that part is not really saving me too much money. So the team does look a little different. It's going to be DJ Wagner, Brent Slaughter, Clyde Kelly, then the front court right there. And then we got Cole Fletcher, Kyle Maxwell, guys we just picked up, Nate Lowe, and Larry Shepard, who was the 13th overall pick in the 2033 draft. This team does look a little different. Hopefully we still win it all. Oh my god. The year after I trade away John Morant, literally the first season, DJ Wagner wins MVP. What? Chet takes home another DPOY award. We go 74-8. Just another incredible year for us. So DJ Wagner takes home first team. No Wembanyama. Oh wow. Are we washed up? He does make second team. He's 30. He is 30. How old is Chet? He's 31. Oh no. Oh no. They're getting old. Guys, I don't know what I'm going to have to do when I have to trade him. Oh, this is going to be kind of scary. So, this is going to be the rotation for the playoffs. A nice 9-man rotation. We are going to be 5 stars still, 7 seconds or less under Chris Paul. These are the stats. So, Brent Slaughter, I locked him up to a 4-year extension. Even though I couldn't front load it, I just had to get it done. I couldn't risk losing him in free agency. So, can we win the 2035 NBA championship? It's crazy we're this far into this. Can we beat the Pelicans? Boom, there we go. Can we beat the Suns? And let's beat the Hawks. We're up 2-1, 3-1. And we win in 5. Let's freaking go. We go 16-1. Holy crap. 16-1 in the playoffs. I think that's like the best record we've had in the playoffs so far. Chet Holmgren gets his 3rd ever finals MVP. And that is championship number 10. There goes Cat, Brandon Ingram, Kristaps Porzingis, some juniors, DeJounte Murray, Emmanuel Quickley's retiring. Javon Quinterly's retiring, who's not even in the NBA yet. It's just kind of crazy how deep we are into this, and Cat is the only one of those guys to get into the Hall of Fame. All right, so we have a Eurostash player in round 1 and Kirk Wolf there in round 2. Picking up the team option on everybody here. I don't think we have any big free agents. Not that I know of, but I could be caught by surprise here. And yeah, we don't have any. Let's go. Still have 299 overalls, though. Slaughter's a 94, Wagner's a 90, Kelly's an 87. Not bad. And for this year 2036, this is going to be the starting 5. I do want to double check if Kelly or Wagner. I don't think Wagner. Actually, definitely not Wagner. Being a free agent this year. Is Kelly a free agent at the end of the year? I feel like he could be now. He got 40 mil. So I'll probably move Kelly in the offseason. We have a lot of team options to pick up. We won't have any too big free agents next year. But yeah, we're kind of chilling. Chet's going to be making $69 million. And look at that. Brent Slaughter wins MVP. So at least we have him. He is still only 27 years old. Chet is still getting DPOY. We go 72-10. So we get Slaughter and Holmgren on All-NBA first team. We still get Wembanyama on second team. And we get Wagner on third team. That's 4 players on an All-NBA team. That is kind of mind-blowing. You know, we don't even have John Morant anymore. I also re-signed Wembanyama, Holmgren, and Wagner to extensions as well. I mean, they're not going anywhere. Let's see. Can we get championship number 11? Let's not lose in round 1 to the Clippers, please. Thank you. Let's not lose to OKC. Thank you. We beat Portland. And we beat Philly in 5. Brent Slaughter gets his first Finals MVP award. That is what I'm talking about. Lonzo Ball heads to the Hall of Fame. Wow, over DeAndre Ayton, Hero, Jackson Barrett. Just like, I'm surprised they didn't make it to the Hall of Fame at all. Damn. All right, so I'm going to be trading Clyde Kelly and Davor, who was the Eurostash player we got a couple years ago, for the number 1 overall pick in this draft from the Spurs and a pick down the line. So I'm hoping there's like a good forward in this class. And it looks like Malcolm Purdue could be that guy. Let me just see who the mock drafts have going number 1. Purdue. All right. Lynn McLeod. Interesting. I think I'm going to take Purdue. I'll probably move him to a small forward. It was Lynn McLeod. Wow, this guy's pretty far down. Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to be taking that guy. So we're going to take Malcolm Purdue with the first overall pick. And he's a 77 overall. Not bad. Probably get it. Like, I wish that was the DiStefano spot, but I messed up, you know? Unless I could trade for DiStefano, but I got to see what team he's on. If he's a free agent, it might be even tough to get him just because I have no money, but I do have trade assets. So he is currently, don't tell me a free agent. Damn it, he's been signing 1-year deals. Ugh, all right, I got to wait till he signs with somebody to get him. And then I would even have bird bites on him going forward. So that just kind of sucks, you know? All right, so we're still relying heavily on this top 4. Kyle Max actually, he's not been that great. Wow, DiStefano dropped to his 78. That sucks, man. He's a free agent. Damn, that's on me for really just messing up his progression. He's a former number 1 overall pick. So Perry Burns, I don't really know if I want to start him. Let me just make sure. So yeah, Purdue, I'm going to move to a small forward. And then I think... let me just see, where's Purdue. There he is. He was actually up to a 78, which is nice. And if we go to coaching game plan, does he get the starting spot? He does not. But I'm going to sub him out for Perry Burns right there. And let's win another ring. And DJ Wagner takes home another MVP this year. We go 71-11, and we are the 1 seed once again. You know, it does get to like that rinse and repeat type thing. I know Burns is fine, but I mean, how was Purdue in his rookie year? He wasn't bad. You know what? I want to give him the reps because, hey, he was just the #1 overall pick. I want to just hope he does good. So let's see how we rock here in the 2037 playoffs. We got the Rockets in round 1. We sweep them. Pelicans in round 2. We sweep them. 7-seeded Nuggets. They push us to 6, and then we beat the Sixers in 5. Chet Holmgren averaged 30, 10, and 5 in those 5 games. That is kind of crazy. Mikey Williams, man. He's gone from Chicago to Philly. He is a stud. It doesn't matter because we are still stacked. So that is ring number 12 for us. Bunch of notable names retiring right now. You can see De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Haliburton, Bam Adebayo. Anybody make it to the Hall of Fame? Tatum and Trae Young. Okay, obviously they make it. Bam gets his jersey retired as well by the Miami Heat, and then Trae Young by the Hawks, and Tatum by the Celtics. All right, so Wilson Barry Carroll and George Mercer, we're going to pick up their team options. Kyle Mack and Alexi Henry, we are going to pick up their team buyer options, and then I think I meant their rookie options before. All right, I'm not going to do this now, but I should probably look to see what I can get, because Chet is 34. Okay, I can't even get anything for him. Wembanyama, can't even get anything for him. What about DJ Wagner, who's 32? Is there like a stud 25-year-old point guard out there? Yeah, there really isn't. So maybe I'll look again next offseason. 2038, Victor Wembanyama takes home the MVP award. We go 75-7. Just what I want to see. So 7 seconds or less is still 5 stars. I mean, it's been like that for so long. Let's see how Purdue did in his second season as the #1 overall pick. 13 points, 4 rebounds. Hey, good efficiencies, up to an 83 overall. That is perfect. Him and Slaughter might be kind of having the keys for a little bit. Holmgren is 34. Wembanyama's 33. Wagner's getting up there in age. Like, these guys aren't going to be around here forever. Round 1 against the Kings, we do sweep them. Now we got the Thunder. Oh my god. Oh my god, please. We haven't lost in so long. Don't let this be the first year. Come on. Come on. If, like, the year that we don't have Chet, oh my god, we're up by, what is that second quarter? The year we don't have Chet and Wembanyama, we can lose, but not now. Okay, we're up by 4. We're up by 5. Up by 4. Up by 6, and we win. Okay, so we go to the conference finals. Let's go. Then we have the Blazers. We win, and then we sweep the Sixers. So we go 12-0 outside round 2, but that series went to 7 freaking games. 2K's been doing that so much. So Ja retires as a Timberwolf. I'm going to fully expect him to be in the Hall of Fame in this next tab. Boom, there he is. We retire his jersey. Yes, we do. All right, I think it is time to move DJ Wagner, and he's averaging a lot of assists, but I think really any point guard on this team would be able to do that. Stephon Washington's really good, but he's not a point guard. And, like, if I want a point guard, I also want one that's fairly young. So if I did that and I did the max age at, let's say, 29, I mean, yeah, Sasha Blisick would be great, but what are the odds I could get him for DJ Wagner? Probably not high, right? Even if I gave up every pick here, I don't even think I have that many trade assets player-wise. Yeah, Wilson, okay, yeah, that's going to be just impossible. What about Sebastian? Nope. What about Willie Maxwell? I mean, he's only 85. Is that worth it? I don't know. Probably not. So we took John Burke, and we got Richie Kennedy. So we are going to pick up those team options. Now, before we hit into free agency, let's try it again. DJ Wagner. Let's try Rodney West, who was a 30th pick recently, and John Burke. So, okay, we can't do both of those. We can only do Rodney West. I mean, Stephon Washington's 28, but he can't play point guard. He really can. I don't even know if it's worth it. All right, maybe I'm keeping DJ Wagner. I'm not going to do it, but, like, could I get anything for Chet? No, he's 35. I can't even get anything for Wembanyama. So we might lose them for nothing. Oh, that's going to be so hard to be good again when that's done. We're going to get a couple guys back on the qualifying offers. The team still, like, it's getting worse. It is. Slaughter is regressing. Why? DJ Wagner, at 34 years old, wins another MVP. We go 77-5. Wembanyama and Chet. Oh my god, we had 3 players on All-NBA first team. I don't think I've ever done that before. And we get a player on All-NBA second team. That is just mind-blowing how good this team is still. In what year are we in? 2039. That is just absurd what we are doing. So we go 77-5. I shouldn't even have to stress. Not 1 ounce of stress should happen right now. I shouldn't stress at all. And we go 16-0. Holy crap. Our best season yet. 77-5 into his 16-0 playoff run. By far our best season yet. Chet Holmgren, Finals MVP. That is just a beautiful sign. Look at this. Look at every MVP has come from us in like the last 10 plus years. Past champions as well. Oh, I can't believe Portland beat us that one year. And even in the start, we should have won some extra ones. I can't believe Blake Wesley has a Finals MVP under his belt. We have 14 championships. Just 4 more to go. We got definitely a couple Hall of Famers there in Luka and LaMelo Ball. Holy crap, this is definitely the biggest Hall of Fame class we have seen yet in LaMelo, Luka, Zion, Mobley, and Garland. Alright, so I don't think I could trade. Like, he just won MVP. How can I really not get a good point guard for DJ Wagner? Unfortunately, small forward, not what I'm in the market for. Shooting guard, another shooting guard in Kevin Jones, who's good, but I need a point guard. Ed Wall, the first overall pick. He's an 82 overall. Do I make a trade like this? I don't know. That is a risky one. Do I want to make something like that? I mean, do I have to give up DJ Wagner? Could I maybe do somebody instead? Could I possibly do, not John Burke. What about something like this? I mean, I doubt it. Okay, I honestly might do this trade. Wagner's in the last year of his deal. I could get possibly the next great point guard. He's a rookie. Yeah, we're going to do this. Oh, trading DJ Wagner will hurt, but I need to look for the future, or at least throughout the next 4 years, where I'm not going to have, like, these two at least. So I have to have, like, Slaughter. I'll have, hopefully, Purdue. Wall will develop. Yeah, this team is not great. I mean, I saved a little bit of money there, so I'm going to pay Kyle Mack. I might trade him, but probably an overpay for that. Cartwright, we don't really need. All right, so this team is going to look different here in 2040. It's going to be Ed Wall, Brent Slaughter, Malcolm Purdue, then that front court of Holmgren and Wembanyama. We'll have Kyle Mack, Cole Fletcher, Zach Gill, and John Burke off the bench. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about the bench. We'll see how it goes. We're just passing around these MVP awards as Victor Wembanyama gets it. Ed Wall gets Rookie of the Year. Okay, yeah, he's going to continue to get better. We go 75-7. But who knows? Maybe no DJ Wagner or John Wall now. Is this where we're going to be kind of vulnerable when it comes to playoff time where we have that point guard leader? I hope not. I hope we are still able to win it all here in 2040. Yeah, in 2040. I was about to say 2041. We sweep the Jazz. Then we have the Portland Trailblazers here in round 2. We win in 5. We sweep the Clippers. And then we sweep the Hawks. I feel like the NBA Finals, knock on wood, has never been a challenge for us. It's always been round 2 and 3, and that one Lakers round in round 1, and then I guess in the beginning of this. So we now have 15 championships, just 3 more to go. Cade Cunningham, Moussa Diabate, yeah, from Michigan, and Jaden Hardy are going to the Hall of Fame. So we had the 10th overall pick from that Spurs trade from a few years ago where we were able to get Purdue in that draft. So, like, Holmgren can't move, or Wembanyama can't move. I can move Holmgren. Oh, and I can get this point guard, Sasha Bilic. Okay, I'm tempted. I would have to give up Ed Wall, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, I have to win 3 more championships. Is Chet going to perform at this high level for 3 more years? Probably not. Probably not. But I think I'm going to wait and see till player progression to see how badly they regress. All right, so Slaughter regresses, but they're still 99s. All right, we should still win it all next year. All right, so Victor Wembanyama winning the MVP award in his age 36 season. We go 74-8, so wow, was that Cody Kelly, like our former Cody Kelly? No, I think we had a different Kelly. So pretty evenly distributed. Ed Wall, about 19.5 points and 7 assists. Actually, elite shooting out of him as well. So we're going to need, like, everybody to step up as, like, a collective group effort because, like, the core is getting old. Slaughter's 32. Holmgren's 37. Wembanyama's 36. This is not great. I feel like Father Time is going to catch up to us soon. In round 1, though, we do make light work of the Thunder. Then we have Sacramento, make light work of them. 2-seeded Blazers, we sweep. Okay. This team is still so good. We go 16-0. I guess that's the teammate chemistry. Chet takes home another Finals MVP. That's title number 16. We see Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Green, and Caleb Houston go to the Hall of Fame. I guess it's just good news that either Chet or Wembanyama don't retire. I mean, we could trade Wembanyama for this point guard who's a stud, but Wembanyama also a stud. And Holmgren, same thing. Or I can get Stephen Washington, which I will definitely pass on. All right, Victor Wembanyama at the age of 37 just won MVP in 2042. I might have messed up and didn't extend Holmgren. I don't know if that means he's going to retire, but he's technically a free agent at the end of the year. I don't know if that is going to be, I don't know, maybe the cause for concern. But yeah, Ed Wall, stud, 93 overall already. I'm glad I made that trade for DJ Wagner. Brent Slaughter, 33. I just need I need 2 more good seasons out of you guys. How is Malcolm Purdue doing? He's an 88 overall. He's really good too. He can hit his threes. He just can't hit his free throws. So we lost game 1 to the Pelicans. That was a little scary. Now we sweep the Mavericks. We sweep the Kings. No, we gentlemen sweep the Kings. And we sweep the Sixers. All right. So Victor Wembanyama gets Finals MVP. That is title number 17. So we are trying to break the record right here. And let's see if we could do it. I don't think Chet. Yep, Chet doesn't retire. Nick Smith does. Wembanyama doesn't retire. Let's go. All right, so biggest thing here is I need to make sure Chet Holmgren comes back. Do I have enough money to even get that done? I don't know. If I give him this, will he accept it? Okay. I will offer him as much as he wants. And I'll give him, he just wants a 1-year deal, so this might be the last year of his career. Let's hope he accepts this. Maybe he doesn't want the no-trade clause, or maybe he does. All right, let's go. We got Chet back. We are chilling. This could potentially be the final year if we win it all. All right, so this is what the rotation is going to look like. Ed Wall, Brent Slaughter, who's now an 85, geez. Malcolm Purdue, the front court one last time, possibly. Let's see. System proficiency is 5 stars still. And in possibly the final season, Victor Wembanyama wins MVP. As a 38-year-old, which is crazy. Chris Paul gets Coach of the Year. We don't get Executive of the Year. We went 76-6. Are you kidding me? Ed Wall is a 94 overall now. Yeah, I think we're pretty safe to say that this team is going to win their 18th NBA championship this year. You can tell I'm getting really cocky as we sweep the first 2 rounds. And are we going to go 16-0? Let's go. We go 16-0 to finish it off, boys. Ed Wall is your Finals MVP. And the Memphis Grizzlies have gone from the team with the least amount of championships. They just got eliminated by the Warriors in 6 games. To now the most championships. 18 NBA championships in 2043. You can see the NBA history right here. Here have been some of the Finals MVPs, as Ed Wall just got his first, Wembanyama with a ton, Chet with a ton, Ja got a lone one, bunch of MVP awards. DJ Wagner got 3, Brent Slaughter got 1. He was kind of an unsung hero throughout some of these as well. And then I think also if we go do season awards and we check or take a look at Depoy, look how many Chet got. It's not even fair. It's not even fair. I do want to see if any of them retire at the end of this year, because I think Chet might have. Okay, Chet does not retire. I really thought he was going to retire right now, because like it would have made sense, but it is what it is. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy. Drop a like if you did. Let me know down below what you guys think, and maybe next 0 to 18 rebuild. I've done it with the LA Clippers and completed it. We've done it with the Phoenix Suns and completed it. And here is my Elimination Grizzlies rebuild, and it's a special one for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.